Welcome to this IP Solutions Tech Talk. My name is Gabriel Paus, and with me I have Jan Berglund, which is our mobile communications expert. This is the second clip of two. The former one we talked about LTE evolution, and this one we're going to talk about 5G. So, 5G, is it real and will it happen?
It's not real and it will happen.
Okay, explain.
It's being developed since a number of years actually, going back to at least 2013, 2012. There's been a number of organizations that have been thinking about what will the next generation mobile networks be. We have organizations or projects such as METIS, METIS2, 5G PPP, and a whole range of others. But finally, I think we have seen an actual plan for producing the standard for 5G. And it will be the 3G organization that will be behind 5G, so 3GPP, the third generation partnership project. So it doesn't exist yet, but it will come.
I've actually seen this webpage, 5GPP. What is that?
The fifth generation public-private partnership, I think it is. Which is partly EU funded and also partly privately funded, so pretty much, or many of the big vendors and so on.
Okay.
So looking into possible solutions, but they will not produce any actual standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so the standards will be produced by 3GPP.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
And that work has pretty much just begun very recently here.
Would you consider 5G being a revolution from 4G or an evolution on 4G?
A bit early to say perhaps, but we should be pretty clear that if we have this talk a couple of years from now on, I sincerely doubt there will be any sort of standalone 5G networks. So 5G will be introduced sort of in a phased manner. 3GPP talks about phase 1 and phase 2. Where the first phase will always be assisted by LTE or the evolved version of LTE at that point in time. And at that point in time we are talking mid-late 2018, something like that. So you will have 5G radio for sure, but sort of backed up by LTE.
I see.
So sorry to interrupt you here, but
no problem.
When will we see actual sort of standalone 5G networks? Well, I don't know, but sometime beyond 2020.
2020?
Yeah.
Okay. Any examples of features planned in 5G that we heard of?
There are some technical reports being produced within 3GPP as we speak now. And what they talk about in terms of requirements and expectations and things are pretty much what you already have, or at least have in the pipeline for LTE. So more of what we already have, more efficient versions of, for example, mission critical communication or super fast mobile broadband or vehicle-to-vehicle communication, which are features which are already there or will soon be in the LTE standard, but now it's sort of taken a couple of steps further, I would say.
Okay.
Of course, and in terms of services, if you have a lot more capacity in your networks, you have much lower latencies and potentially much higher throughput rates. Who knows what fancy services we will see. But I can't give you any sort of clear cut, that's the killer application for 5G. No. It will be one network for pretty much everything. That's how I interpret it, yes.
Yeah. And the same network for Internet of Things, for emergency communications and things like that we talked about in the second, in the other clip.
Oh yes, it will be. But we have talked about radio quite a lot here. We shouldn't forget about the core network. There is also an ongoing project within 3GPP to look into the next generation packet core network. So there will be a whole new infrastructure. And I think from day one, when it comes to the new core network, sort of the design or architecture-wise, it should be much easier to sort of have tailor-made resources, for example, for Internet of Things, or for device-to-device communication, or for mobile broadband, or whatever it is. So a common core network that you sort of can fine-tune and optimize, well, from the beginning, in a sense.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's kind of service-aware from the beginning.
Buzzwords again, network slicing is something that you may have heard about. So that will be there from day one in the new packet core network.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you for joining us on this Tech Talk, and thank you, Jan Berglund, for coming here and talking to us. And see you.